mean, call me what you will. If you hang out with me, you'll know I'm not mean. But you cross my line and I will shove a fucking pickaxe in your fucking face. I wish I could. I wish I could. It's like, you'll spend the rest of your life in prison. Is it worth it? It's like, beyond the stresses of the streets and the people all around, it's all like somewhat solitude. I know that a lot of people in prison beg to get out. It's all they need is a better fucking store, a convenience store. Literally, can someone put a convenience store or like a Walmart or some shit up in there to where they can actually freely buy certain things? It's like, well, that's their punishment. This, that, and the other thing. It's like, it's punishment on its own being isolated. It's punishment on its own having to have roommates. And it's punishment on its own in certain instances. It's like, but, it's like transitioning into society and everything. It's like, I feel like I got stuck in the prison camps. Oh, wait, isn't the prison camps where Hannah and my name pop up in something because I was supposed to be the Joker? They called me the fucking Joker. They called me Harley Quinn, then they called me the Joker. It's all like, but that was the Reds, the Death Scythe, only when they were divorced. But I've been divorced since the day I got married, right, Paul? Fucking pieces of shit all over. And this is literally my mom's stuff, and whatever the fuck is inside my mom dash her. And it's like, I cannot believe he left me for her because she has like the worst. Maybe that's not Hannah or something, but she has a sweet voice for one, and two, her creative style is definitely disgusting, in my opinion. It's not like I don't know. My creative style was a little bit different. Like, my creative style was like, ha 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 ha. And instead of megalomania being all like power meat puppet stuff, it was like, ha 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 ha. I was sitting at a bonfire. And maybe it's like tripping balls in a way, but it's like, ha 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 ha, at a bonfire. And the bonfire has a bunch of little animals. And the flames turn into animals dancing around the fire and stuff like that. It's like, that's more like what I would do with my creative style. And different stuff. Just different stuff. It's like, just different stuff. I mean, that's just an example. And there's other examples, and it changes and varies amongst different things. And it's like, I have a different creative style at certain times, and it's just like, it's weird because they put different people inside of me and say, I know it's you. They're like, you don't know how loved you are. You are loved. You are loved. And then it's like, yeah, but where? Because I haven't seen an ounce of fucking love from a damn person in 5 fucking years. Where? Who's loved? Because when I go to a different area, I'm no longer loved. And then, in Rio Rancho, they're like sitting there and the ain't y'all person, that bitch who's like, God is women, they're like, you're rich as fuck. You're rich as fuck. You're rich. You're rich. You're rich. Congratulations. You won the lottery. This, that, and the other thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I don't think they know who they're talking to. It's like, no wonder people thought I was rich. But they thought I was rich since 2017. It's like, because apparently the blue lady or some shit was supposed to win the lottery. And it turns out that some red lady was already rich as fuck and stuff like that. That's like, but Keith was like, I'm kind of an asshole. I like bombs. I'm mostly dominant on men. He's all like, red versus blue, ha 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 ha. And then he was sitting there and he's like, the Reds. And he started laughing his ass off, or whoever he was. He was like, I love my wife, this, that, and the other thing. He's like, maybe it was the red guy. No kill order. This, that, and the other thing. I don't know if it's affiliated with the color or not, but he was sitting there saying he loved his wife. He was Satan, this, that, and the other thing, and a bunch of other stuff. He was just like, I love it. But the person who was portraying himself as the Satan or the devil, like the one with Lady Gaga talking about abracadabra, it's like, you do know that abracadabra's about a brown-eyed girl, right? Brown-eyed purple girl, right? I mean, come on. Everything is just a big old clusterfuck. But I am the chaos, Mr. LSD. For sure, acid is the shit, yo. It's like, that's a black guy or some shit. For sure, acid is the shit, yo. Oh, wait, no, that was Skylar. Because I was trying to get mushrooms from her back in 2013. I wanted to try mushrooms because I heard from a friend named Lawrence that microdosing mushrooms inside of tea enhances colors and sounds and stuff like that and helps you relax. So I tried to get like a small gram or two of mushrooms, and she said she would only sell me 400 because she had to get rid of 400 by the end of that weekend. It's like she probably died at 18 in that room with those boys because of a bad heroin deal or something. Somehow she knew cartel members and stuff like that too. She got herself into drugs big fucking time. It's like, I stayed away from that. She died shortly after. It's like, I don't know who else was there. Cassie, Crystal. So, like, Cassie and Crystal used to bug me about inheritance. Used to say I only hung around Betty and Tony because I wanted the inheritance. And I sat there and I was just like, well, Holly got the inheritance and so did her girls. And they're still bugging me about inheritance and stuff. It's all like, well, Cassie, Crystal, and, well, Skylar's dead, so I don't know about Sky, but there's Sky all over the place, and it's weird. But there's Crystal, and there's Cassie, too. And it's like, Cassie was supposed to be the one who pulled the trigger or something, and it's like, I don't know, but Cassie used to harass me as a teenager, I know that. And Crystal was smart. I don't know why. Apparently, they were both smarter than me because they became exotic escorts. And both of them were smarter than me because they could pay their rent in less than a week by fucking men, right? Right, Holly? Why don't you be like my girls? While Troy sat there and harassed me for having just a fucking glass of wine on fucking Thanksgiving. Ugh.